If you want the comfort of using a pannier bag on your bicycle for your commute or for running some errands, maybe some light shopping, but your bicycle doesn't have mounting points for a rear rack that you can attach the pannier to, or you don't want to put a permanent rear rack on your bicycle, then you might consider something like this. It's a saddle post mounted rear rack, and it's a very convenient way of adding some extra carrying capacity to your bicycle. I have used mine for about 3 years, and this is something that has carried a lot of things for me instead of me having to carry everything on my shoulders. So let's see what you need to think about and how you need to purchase a rear rack for your bicycle that is mounted to your saddle post. Well, first of all, the pros of this particular one and of saddle post mounted racks in general is that they are very, very convenient. This particular one has a quick release which allows me to mount it or take it off in less than 30 seconds. So it takes about 30 seconds to put it on and about 15 seconds to take it off. Super convenient. And it adds about 10 kilograms or 22 pounds of carry capacity to my bicycle. Also, I can put it on any bicycle as long as it has a standard round saddle post. If it has a carbon saddle post or an odd shaped, like a D-shaped saddle post, then this is not something that I can use. I think this doesn't go on full suspension mountain bikes either, so that's something else to keep in mind. There are several rear racks like mine that have this additional guardrail that prevent your pannier from touching the wheel, the tire, or the spokes, so your pannier is always safe and you don't run a risk of having an accident because something gets caught in the wheel. Many of them also have this spring mechanism, this spring loading mechanism, or like a bungee mechanism, so you can attach maybe a helmet or a sweater or something small that you want to carry on the rack without a pannier. Some of them also have an additional rod. Mine doesn't, but there are some that have an additional rod that connect the rear part of the rack to the saddle stay, and that way there is a triangle. So the saddle stay, the rack, and the additional rod form a triangle, which makes them very, very capable for heavier loads. This one only holds 10 kilograms or 22 pounds, but those go up to, I think, 40 or 50 kilograms, which is like 5 times the amount of weight of this one. So you can carry a lot of stuff on that. Now, because this is not a permanent solution, it also has some downsides, and one of them is that something that can be taken off so easily can also be taken off by someone that is not you while the bicycle is parked outside or is left at the office. And it can be quite annoying to arrive to your bicycle just to find it there without the rear rack. Although thieves don't usually go for racks, they go for the bike, but it's a risk that you run. Another thing that you need to be aware of is that the weight is sitting a little bit higher than on a normal rack. So it actually sits about, how much is that? 5, 6, 7 inches above the wheel, and it changes how your bicycle handles. Now, normal rack is usually somewhere here, like 1.5 inches or so above the wheel. This is a bit higher, even higher. That means that when you get on a curb or when the road is shaky, you feel that that your center of gravity is a little bit higher than it normally is. Also, because it is attached, the weight is attached to your saddle post, you actually feel that it yanks your bike and the saddle post, and it also flexes the saddle post a little bit when you load it with a lot of weight or when you go on bumpy roads. Another limitation is the limited carrying capacity of this particular one or this particular style, the one that doesn't have that triangle. And because of that, and also because the weight sits so high, this is not ideal for touring. It shouldn't be used for touring. It should be used for commuting, maybe light grocery shopping, but nothing too fancy or too heavy. For that, you need a decent permanent rear rack. Now, if you're in the market for a solution like this or something similar, I'm going to put a few links in the description below and you can check them out yourself. They're going to be affiliate links, so if you purchase, I'm going to get a small commission for qualifying purchases at no additional cost to you. Thank you for coming and watching this video, and if you like bike commuting, give this a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.